Boom, 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 boom. Hey, top of the morning to you. Morning coffee with TALTOA. My name is Mike. I'm your host. Glad you made it. Glad you made it in. You got your coffee? Got mine right here. Got my keg, my Yeti keg. We'll throw a free plug into them. You know, the Yetis now, this is not a commercial, I promise you. You know, the original Yetis, I got a couple of them here. This is my water mug. These original ones, they weren't supposed to go in the dishwasher. But the new ones, they can go in the dishwasher, so it is what it is. Anyway, it is Wednesday morning, April the 12th, morning coffee with TALTOA. We get together every Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central Time. And, one of these drop anyway. YouTube, you can find us on YouTube if you're listening to the morning coffee on your favorite podcasting app. You can see the video on YouTube. Just go to our YouTube channel. Find it at youtube.com/Freight Broker TV. Also, want to bring you up to date, in case you haven't heard, we have started a few minutes with TALTOA. A new feature is going to be on the TALTOA YouTube channel. It's not a podcast yet, but hopefully soon will be. You'll find that on TALTOA's YouTube channel. And that channel, you can find it at youtube.com/TALTOA. All right. Okay. Today we are going to be looking at the fuel and spot rate update for the week of April 10th. And it's not looking pretty. Not looking pretty at all. Fuel prices, EIA, diesel, EIA, by the way, Energy Information Administration. I just wonder if it's really should be Energy Disinformation Administration. But anyway, it is what it is. 410. Diesel right now, 410 per gallon. That's the average nationwide. Down a penny from last week. That's good. But gasoline going up. $3.60 right now on average. Up 10 cents from last week. Matter of fact, I just finished reading a story to where our reserves were not replenished when the barrels were down to $60 and $70 a barrel. We missed the boat on that, and we might pay for that down the road, but let's keep our fingers crossed, right? Spot rates from last week. Van is down 1.5%, flatbed down 1%, reefer rates down 0.8%. Now let's look at spot rates from last month. Van spot rates are down 5 cents per mile, down to $2.12. Flatbed down 2 cents per mile, down to $2.72. And refrigerated rates are down a nickel a mile, down to $2.46. What's going on here? Spot rates, in case you're wondering, those are the average rates per mile that a broker is paying a truck to move a load from point A to point B. Now, obviously, the broker's customer, the shipper, they're paying the broker more. That's how the broker makes money. They make money off the difference. Now, contrary to what a lot of people think, broker doesn't set the rate. Now, you're probably thinking, well, trucking companies? No. Well, yeah, trucking companies do, but the shippers don't set the rate either. It's the trucking company. As long as there are trucking companies out there, trucks out there that will move the loads at cheap rates, the customers, the shippers, they have no reason to go up on their rates. You know what I mean? So trucking companies got to go up. This happened 14, 15 years ago when fuel prices and everything else went stupid. And it was hard to get the shippers to go up on their rates simply because there were still trucks out there willing to haul the freight at a cheap rate, which made no sense. Actually, a lot of the trucking companies back then, they were actually losing money on every load, every mile, because they weren't making enough money on the load. Why would they do that, you wonder? Well, that's a good question. A lot of the guys back in those days, they felt like, well, at least we've got something coming in. Well, yeah, you may have cash coming in, but if you got more going out, you're going backwards, and that's what we got to keep from happening now. The trucking company rates have to go up now. How does it go up? Okay, you may say, okay, I'm going up on my rates, but if Joe trucking over here, he stays where he is, you're not going to get the freight Joe is. So you're going to end up, it's a vicious cycle, vicious cycle. Fuel surcharges, let's look at them for a moment. Flatbed, On average, 57 cents per mile. Dry vans, 48 cents per mile. Refrigerated freight, 52 cents per mile. These are all average fuel surcharges. When it works out, the average for all three combined is going to be 52 cents per mile. So, hopefully next week we have a better picture. Things should start turning around as far as the rates, I would think. But we won't know anything about that till next week, till we get right down to it. Anyway, for the time being, go have a great Wednesday, a great hump day, unless you've made other plans. Talk to you in the morning here on Morning Coffee with TALTOA.